Hi, I'm Ben. Everyone know about Vietnam, but how well do you know Vietnam? You may know that Vietnam had to get through the Cold War. That was a tough time, but that cannot stop the interesting places and cultures they have. Today we are going to introduce you to something you never knew before about Vietnam. First, Vietnam has the largest cave in the world. The Guinness Book of World Records announced the 2013 Book of World Records. San Dong has the largest cave in the world, about 3 million years old in a limestone area dating back 400 million years. The mighty Lao Dong River curved out San Dong as it eroded away the limestone, forming an enormous tunnel beneath the Truong Son Mountains. The first expedition was halted by a 90 meters high calcite barrier, which was dubbed the Great Wall of Vietnam. It wasn't until the second expedition in 2010, when the explorer climbed up and found a cave. That's the main huge passage is over 5 kilometers long, with sections reaching up to 200 meters tall and 150 meters wide. San Dong is large enough to house an entire 40-story New York City block skyscraper. We are able to experience the real thing in just a few hours by traveling to Vietnam. Second, the deserts in Vietnam. Yes, Vietnam had a desert. Some of you may be surprised to learn that Vietnam has a desert. Simply put, it is a location where the sand-carrying wind drops its burden, resulting in huge dunes along the coast. There are two sands in Mui Ne, and both are breathtaking to see. First, the white sand dunes, also known as the Lotus Lake, are adjacent to the Mui Ne Ocean and far away from downtown, 40 kilometers away. Furthermore, the white sand offers a stunning sunrise. The red sand dunes are smaller than the white dunes and are coated with reddish brown sand. The red sand dunes which offer a beautiful sunset vista, 3 kilometers north of Mui Ne. Third, 12 Vietnamese zodiac years without the Year of the Rabbit. While Asia is bustling with the Year of the Rabbit, in Vietnam, the Year of Rabbit is replaced by the cat. In the Year of the Zodiac that use animals as symbols, Vietnam used cats instead of rabbits. There is no reason why Vietnam chose a different animal as its symbol, but many scholars believe it is because the legend of the zodiac calendar in Vietnam, which is different from that in China. In China, the story is that the Buddha invited animals to race across the river, and the first 12 people to reach the shore appear on the calendar. The cat and mouse, who were best friends at the time, decided to ride on the cow's back because they couldn't swim. But as they neared the finish line, the mouse pushed the cat into the water. Then cat and mouse have been enemies ever since. But in Vietnam, they tell a different story. The Jade Emperor, a tourist god, organized their matches and tells the cats know how to swim. So this is a small expression of the desire to break free from cultural dominance from China's occupation of Vietnam. And the last thing that you might do not know about Vietnam, Vietnam is currently the second largest coffee exporter in the world. Did you know that Vietnam is the world's largest coffee growing country? It is the country that produces the second largest amount of coffee in the world. The most popular Robusta coffee variety are grown. Moreover, Vietnam is developing Arabica coffee varieties. In 2014, Vietnam had Arabica coffee plantations in Lam Dong Province, San La Province, and Quang Tri Province in Vietnam. Coffee is an important export product of Vietnam. Vietnam exports coffee to more than 80 countries around the world. It accounts for 14% of the world's coffee exports. Vietnam's major export markets are Germany, the United States, Spain, Italy, and Japan. At present, there are an increasing number of both domestic and foreign investors investing in the coffee industry, which is both growing. coffee processing, and the opening of shops have allowed the Vietnamese coffee business to grow rapidly, with around 620 coffee roasting factories in Vietnam. Those are just a bit of something you might know. There are plenty of interesting things in Vietnam that are waiting for you to find out. Goodbye.
อย่าลืมกดไลค์ กดแชร์ หรือกด subscribe ที่สำคัญกดกระดิ่งเพื่อติดตามสาระดีๆจากคณะ LA ของเราด้วยนะคะ